Igbinedion, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm here with
Stephanie
and Adessy.
And what do you guys do?
I am a filmmaker, writer, and
what about you?
I'm a writer and content creator.
Oh, that's great. So could you explain what the documentary is about?
So Leap is a film about people that have taken leaps of faith to make their dreams a reality, basically, and it follows me and Adessy as we take a leap of faith and go to LA. And yeah, it documents the journey as we just see what happens.
Amazing. Ever planned when you went over to LA? Was there a plan set in stone?
There was no plan whatsoever. Just vibes and some belief that something would happen.
Yeah.
We didn't plan to make like a film of this scale. We thought, let's try and document it, but it was purely from the place of we've over-invested based on what we have available. This accommodation, we should have checked it before we booked our flights. So do you know what? Yeah, we're definitely gonna get something out of it. And so yeah, that's where the film kind of came from. And as we went along, it was just like the story kind of became what it was, and then we were guided by the story. We were like characters in the story that were finding out what was happening as we went along, as well. And yeah, we were just documenting as we went until the story became clear.
And what did you learn about yourself when making the documentary?
I think I learned that I can be more determined than I probably think. And yeah, apart from about myself, I really just understood how capable we are when we put things in the hands of God and like just trust the process. That's what I learned.
I think I learned that we need audacity, and that we probably have people will say yes to you when you believe in yourself. And I think what stopped me coming up until this point is probably just not believing in myself, or believing that we could do something. But when you believe, things change.
Amazing. And what do you think listeners can learn from?
I would say to talk up whatever you're doing, like believe in it, and it's probably 9 times out of 10 is bigger than you think anyway. There's a lot of people, especially when you're surrounded, but in this generation you can see so much of what everyone else is doing, and it can kind of start to make you belittle whatever you're doing. But don't get too familiar with the things that you are doing, because it might be normal to you and to the people you're around, but there's a lot of people it's not normal to. So speak about what you're doing like you care about it, and that, like it is something, because it is something to someone. Do you know what I mean? No matter how small. That's one thing I would say. Does anything come up?
Yeah. Cool. And in reflection, what would you like to do differently?
Regarding making Leap as a whole, I don't think I would have done anything differently, because I think we've learned everything we needed to learn, and the mistakes we made are things that is necessary for where we are now. I think as a whole, what I'm learning to appreciate is that everything is a journey, and then this whole process has been a journey, and because of that, I don't regret anything that we've done.
I think I agree. We just learned so much from doing it in the way that we did. Things that, like, for everything that went wrong, there was a lesson in it. So it's hard to say that I would change anything, or yeah, I think, but the major points of like, if I was to approach a project like this again with the learnings that I've got, I think now I'm a lot more, I realize the importance of seeing your ideas and what you're doing as bigger than it is. So just approaching things with that audacity from the jump, I think is important, and is something that I'm still learning. And also just the importance of like relationships and a network to make things happen. And like, yeah, I really value those things now, because Leap wouldn't have been what it was if it wasn't for the people behind it. It wasn't just us. So yeah.
Great. So how did you sell out?
How did you sell out?
How did you sell out Premiere?
Do you know what? I feel like it sounds so much madder. Like, it sounds a lot madder than it feels, if that makes sense. Like, to us, it's like, yeah, we sold it out.
Yeah,
but to everyone else, it's like, you guys sold it out.
Yeah, because there were people lining up, weren't they? Yeah, putting it out there.
We didn't even know until people told us. Prayer and fasting.
Right.
We literally prayed and we fasted. We were saying, God, please help us sell this out, because we sold out the first one, which was 125 seats.
No, it was really small. The first one was like 50.
50 seats. No, not the Soho House.
Oh, not Soho House. Oh, right, yeah, it was like 156 seats.
Yeah, so we sold out that in one day.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other ones were like, okay, this is 4 times or 5 times the amount of what we had before.
Right.
And then it was a combination of strategy of like content creation. The internet really does work. Making videos for TikTok and Instagram works. Utilizing our network. Every friend and family member that said we support you, today's the day you must pay the money. Today's the day you must put your money where your mouth is to be. And yeah, it was mainly social media and that. And then there were a range of different tactics that we had, but we just had to continuously put out content.
Yeah,
Wow.
and also just utilizing the networks and communities that exist. There's an audience for everything that anyone can do, and so it's just finding those audiences or communities that already exist and tapping into them. So we had different community groups that we could kind of reach out to, and like they would share it on their pages or via their newsletters. Just utilizing those networks around us to expand the reach.
And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.